Todd from Herring Racing again. While I got this gearbox apart, I should show you this other common problem that I find, especially in gearboxes, race gearboxes, or gearboxes in cars with turbos. People put turbos on them, or SEs or anything like that. This is when your gearbox just eats itself, pretty much destroys the gearbox. I've seen it a lot. This is a bad input shaft. This is out of one of the ones that ate itself, and so is this. With a good one, you can see this engagement ring is pressed on our input shafts. They're pressed on. There's a spline in here, and they're pressed on, and they're meant to stay there. But under race conditions and high heat actually expands this ring, and it just comes back. Pushes your synchro ring in the gear and engages the gear all the time, which you don't want, because as you can see from these ones, they just start to eat themselves. And I know the 6 speeds, when you turbo them, this is what usually kills them. This is a bad one. You can actually see that it's moved back that much, that it's discolored this bit here because it's been rubbing on this. So if you have a look at a RX-7 one, they're all welded, and that's exactly what I do to them to stop this problem. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to do it to this one here, my son's one, and I'll show you. So if you're going to build a turbo mx5 with one of these 6 speeds, I'd definitely do this, or your gearbox is on borrowed time pretty much. So I'll be back to you. Okay guys, so you can see a bit better. I've taken this one off the spline, so you can see the spline. From factory, that just gets pressed onto there, and it's meant to stay there, which it does on your day-to-day driver. As soon as you start tracking them and all that extra heat, like I said before, this ring gets heat into it, expands, gets loose on the shaft and allowed to move around. So this is the one that I did for my son's car. 3 little spot welds. You don't need much heat, you don't need much amperage, so if you get someone else to do it, tell them that, because you don't want to distort this. After you do your spot welds, what I do is I use a Dremel and just take the high spots off this surface so it doesn't catch anything, and that's all you really need to do. You'll find when people say just before their gearboxes destroy themselves, it's hard to shift. It's because this is moved back and it's holding 5th gear engaged, and when you are trying to get another gear, it makes it really hard. But when you'll eventually select that other gear, and when this one's got load on it and selected as well, that's when the problem starts and the gearbox just explodes pretty much. So yeah, that's it. Hope that helps people out, make their gearboxes a bit stronger, so you're not changing gearboxes all the time and wasting a day at the track. Cheers.